I gotta say, we can include this in the video. I forgot the guy's name.
Young Zhao.
Young Zhao. Yeah. Alright.
You're funny. Okay. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Light Novel Feast podcast. This is episode 61.
Yeah.
Biggest gamer.
Adam Moore.
He forgot the MC of the novel.
It's because I finished reading on Friday, and so then I've been on like 3 other novels since then.
That's fair.
And then I was like, I knew it started with the Y, but I could not remember it exactly. But before we do that, Immortal Ages, which we'll be talking about today. Next week, we will be doing Absolute Residence.
Mm-hmm.
It has like 90 chapters, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Usually get that around 60 or 70, but
it got put on the back burner.
Yeah.
Mostly because it was kind of trash last time.
Yeah.
So we weren't really feeling it, and then we saw it was at 90. So we were just like,
all right, I hadn't even given it any attention, like any thought in my head.
I hadn't either.
Put it to the side, like forgot it.
Well, because we got a lot of heat.
If it wasn't for podcast, I might have dropped it like accidentally.
I'm at too.
Yeah. So like it needs to come up.
Yeah, because we have a lot of good stuff. Because we have Beyond the Timescape, Damn Reincarnation. Honestly, if that wasn't as slow as it was, it would definitely be up there with reads you keep up consistently.
Yep. I agree 100%.
Obviously, this new novel, Immortal Ages, is
Split in the Heavens.
Split in the Heavens. Yeah, that junk food novel came in and crazy.
Really.
And then obviously we also read novels like outside of it because obviously we can't. I'm not gonna just sit here and wait every week to read a novel because like we're Light Novel Feeds, bro.
Yeah, we love more than that.
Yeah. So it's like I read 2 I Ate Tomatoes light novels.
Yeah.
Like obviously Swallowed Star and Lord Jr.
Yeah.
One that.
You actually read those?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pestering you to read them.
I will. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm going through my backlog of novels that like I kind of dropped because they were getting annoying, but I was like so close to the finish that I should just finish them.
Yeah, I feel it so much.
So I have like one. It's called Book Eater that I remember talking about it.
Book Eater.
The first 300 were like fire, but after that, it really like. I think the peak fights were just not there for me.
Not anymore.
And so like. I think, so how it goes is it has 9 circles in Book Eater, and it's like each circle you get stronger, 9th circle you're like a transcendent, and like basically you surpass humanity, and then like 10th circle is God, but nobody's ever hit 10th circle, and so when he hits like the 9th circle, it's around chapter like 315, 330, and after that, bro, it's just like...
What? That's kind of whack.
But it's like...
How long is this book supposed to be?
It's only 400 chapters.
Okay.
So it's near the end. But it's like the next 70 chapters are like, all of the fights are kind of like meh for me.
That sucks, because that sounds like it's entering Devil's Son-in-Law territory, where where he went to the peak. But his peak fights were great.
Yeah.
But then once he hit the next level, like the last fight wasn't as good.
Bro, and they just gave... I'm not gonna spoil. Can I spoil it?
Yeah, spoil it, because I'm probably not.
Bro, the plot armor they used on this man was ridiculous. So nobody's ever hit the 10th circle, right?
Yeah.
And so basically how the book ends, there's 7 sins, and he's the contractor for gluttony, right? And so basically what happens in the book is if enough of the 7 sins are killed, so if you kill the person contracted with the 7th sin, they'll like disappear for like 10,000 years.
Yeah.
And if enough of the Grimoires are killed within a 10,000 year span, so none of them have spawned back yet, then Wrath, which is like the ultimate sin, will come in as a meteor and destroy your planet.
What?
Yes.
Wait, that's crazy.
And so him as Gluttony has killed all of the 7, he's killed 5 of them, and then obviously him and Wrath are the last 2. So Wrath is like, bet, come in to destroy your planet. And the way that it works is if Wrath increases his strength on the preparations you make for it. So you cannot defend against it.
Oh.
So like if he's the only person who knows, Wrath will only prepare for one person. But if like he told the whole world, it increases strength to world level.
Oh my, that's such a crazy...
Yeah, and so what he does is he has a 4-month timeline, and he basically makes a bunch of like memories and connections with everybody. And then he's like, I'm a 1v1 Wrath. and it's basically just a big comet, like meteor coming to the ground, and he has to try to stop it, and he fails, and so he dies, and like in his last second of life, he basically tries to hit the 10th circle, and become like omnipotent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he actually does die, but the plot armor that they use is that everybody who tries to hit the 10th circle is like an investigator, and when they hit the 10th circle, what actually happens is you become like an ultimate god, but you can't like control all of the information and the power, so people just kind of like lose their will, you know what I mean? And they become like specks of dust that get like brought into the original will of the world, right? And it was so dumb, because basically the will of the universe was watching like the Gluttony's contractor. His name's Theo. He was watching Theo die. Like he watched him die, and then he was watching the planet be destroyed. And while he was watching it, he was just watching. He's like, "Oh, just I give everybody this respect who tries to hit the 10th circle. Like I'll watch their planet be destroyed." And so as he's watching it, he sees a bunch of people who has made connections to the main character, and through that, the main character somehow is inside of the will of the world and comes back to life.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, so you're telling me no other person who's trying to hit God, like the 10th circle, has ever had connections to people? Like, it didn't make sense, or maybe they didn't describe it very well, but it was literally everybody was like, plot armor. In the comments. Yeah, it was so bad. I still have like 5 chapters left before the ending. There's like 25 chapters of side stories. I'm not reading those side stories. I got 5 chapters left. I'm gonna end it there. And like, yeah, it was so dumb. And now the very last fight is him fighting Gluttony. Because Gluttony's whole purpose, or the 7 sins purposes, is to create a contractor that can hit the 10th circle. And so technically, since he did hit the 10th circle, when he came back to the world, he saved his world. But he actually like declined becoming a 10th circle person, right? Because if you do, then he's like, none of the people who I'm with will matter anymore. Because it's not like you can control your being as a god. It's like once you're a god, you kind of like have to be emotionless.
Oh, it's like a karma. He doesn't want to bear the karma.
Yeah, it's more like you have to tie your karmic.
Oh, you have to cut your ties.
You have to cut all your ties. So then, like, he's like, what's worth living then if I have to do that? So he goes back to being a 9th circle, and when he does that, Gluttony's like, oh, if you and me combine, like, right now, then we can become 10th circle. And then the main person's like, no. And so then Gluttony's like, alright, I'm just gonna eat you then, so that I'll become 10th circle, because that's my purpose. And then right now they're basically fighting. It's trash. I didn't like that ending at all. I didn't like that ending at all.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, but it needs to be done. I have 5 chapters left. I'll finish it tonight. Finish it tonight. But alright, Immortal of the Ages. Good novel. Good novel. I will say. So we read 200 up to 210, right?
Yeah.
We read up to 210. It's a slow start, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up on it.
Just like Split in the Heavens.
Yeah. Yeah, like almost the same amount, but it's worse for Immortal of the Ages.
Yeah,
because they're longer chapters.
Yeah, it starts out a little dull. Well, actually, no. The first couple chapters, no. Like, it was a good setup. And after that, it's different. I think it's a little dull.
I think it's like, and it's not like there's not fighting. It's like there's only. It just seems like it's fighting for. I don't even know how to say it. Like.
No reason.
I don't want to say no reason because there's a reason for it.
Oh.
But it's like dragged along. Like, I feel like. I don't even know how to say it because it almost doesn't feel dragged along. It just kind of feel. You know what it is? I think it's just too easy mode.
It was too easy, yeah.
Like, our main character doesn't get challenged for the first, I'd say, 120 chapters. And the chapters are long.
Actually, that is true.
And he barely gets challenged by that first challenge, which I would say is the Sword Heaven's son.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't even really a real fight.
That wasn't a real challenge.
So I'd say he really didn't get like fully challenged. He still hasn't done, actually.
Yeah, technically, for up to 210,
yeah.
I'd say he's pretty much been dominating the competition.
Yeah.
But that's also part of the
allure of the novel.
Well, that and like his own character development.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing is. So at the beginning, he's the normal emperor.
The like human emperor.
16-year-old mortal emperor. And the girl he was gonna marry had a talent for cultivation. And so she, you know, classic, she cucked him with the guy that did cultivate.
Yeah.
And then the cultivator, which is a swordsman, framed him and killed him. And then his soul, obviously he was resentful. And he then took over this body of the they call him the creator immortal.
AKA God.
Yeah, he's literally the creator of the entire Tao realm.
Yep. Whole universe.
Yep. And so he took over his body. And we found out that he was betrayed
by these 6 people called the Sixes.
They're called the Ancestral... They call themselves the Ancestral Gods.
Yeah.
That, like, now they're the foundation because they betrayed him and took his... Yeah. They took his power. Or kind of took his power. Actually, no, they did take his power.
They took his power, but they're called Tao Seeds of Creation, I think. And so basically, when the Creator Immortal died, he like spread his like energy everywhere, and they took the biggest part. Like, they probably took like 98% of it.
Yeah, the chunk. So he had like 2 minions that followed him everywhere, and they basically told him like, your goal in life is to like regain everything. So he doesn't cultivate in this novel.
Yeah.
So they called it restoration because they were just like, everything in this universe belongs to you. Like you're just taking it back.
Yeah. He doesn't like suck up like the energy and like the universe and like kill vitality. It's more like just like spirit stones help him cultivate really quick. And like these Tao Seeds of Creation, like other people have them. It's just depending on the grade that they have it too. Yeah. And so if he like kills that person, he can get their Tao Seed of Creation.
Yeah. So basically, he's compatible with everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has all elements.
Yeah. So he can literally take any Tao Seed and assimilate it into himself and not worry about like anything.
And due to that, it's almost. You almost think you wouldn't have to say it, but like I didn't think of it. His talent is not even on the charts. Like it's like I wouldn't even say it's off the charts. It defines the charts.
Yeah, like he defines the charts
because he can learn anything by a simple read through. Because it's just him learning what he created already. I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's like because everything that's ever been created, like all cultivation systems, he's the root of everything. Yeah. So anything he comes in contact to, he can immediately learn.
Like that.
So, and it also makes it very interesting because since there's 6 ancestral gods, there's like 6 like paths of like
cultivation,
like main paths, right? Yeah. So he can essentially take all of them. Yeah. And then fuse them into one, and then just probably destroy everything. Which is where I'm kind of expecting.
Yes. So far, he has a second split body that's going on a different path of cultivation than him. Yeah,
it's a demon body. Honestly, I think that's really cool.
I thought it was really cool
because it feels like there's 2 main characters because they both
get screen time. Like, as individuals.
And it's like, it's watching 2 different stories. Yeah. Like him with the demon characters. Yeah. And that's why I said 210 was a good stop. Because it really highlighted that point.
Yeah, I agree. And so some things that are important here is that he gets reincarnated as a creator immortal, but he doesn't get the will of God. Yeah. So he's a human, a regular human, who got the body of God.
Yeah, and so his minions... Or it's a minion, but like they have 2 heads. Yeah. So like, and they're 2 different personalities, which I think they're so funny.
They're very hilarious.
Yeah, they add a lot to the novel. They were basically saying like they think like he is, but isn't the creator immortal? Because they said originally the creator immortal was emotionless. Yeah. Like he doesn't have emotions. Like all he cared about was cultivation and getting stronger. Apparently one of the ancestral gods, or not one of, all the ancestral gods, I think they, followed him in the past, maybe?
I'm not sure about that, but probably.
I think so, because I feel like they...
That makes sense. Based on just, the hierarchy of things. They'd
Yeah,
have to learn from him.
if they were gonna... Since they took over, I feel like they were.
Mm.
And so it was just kind of like...
Yeah, they said the creator of Immortal was, he's so emotionless, it was, it's not like he's smart or anything, he actually just has nothing there. He's just a cultivator.
Yeah.
Then built for... He's like a robot cultivator.
That's why they called him, God.
Yeah.
Because that's how, people see that. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
he sees everything as equal, and, he only had one goal for himself.
Yeah. And that's a big difference between our main character, because our main character, when he gets killed originally, the way they blame it on him is there's a demon that comes out and kills a bunch of people in his empire, and he tries to fight against it, and then that's when he gets killed by the sword cultivator. And so when he comes back to life, he has a grudge towards demons, and he wants to wipe them out completely. And his little minion is hey, you don't have to. The creator of Immortal made all things equally, so that means demons are not any more worse than humans. And he's but I'm not the creator of Immortal. What's his name again? Young Zhao?
Yeah.
He's I'm Young Zhao, so if I don't like demons, then we're killing all demons.
Yeah. And they said they thought it was, they were talking about he's not the old creator of Immortal, he's a human with, he has all the desires and everything.
Yeah. They always bring up the desires.
And
lust.
What
is it? Lust.
Well, they said greed,
avarice,
yeah, wrath.
And lust.
Yeah, lust is always, they mention it last, and they emphasize it, and they're and lust! He's just damn, you don't gotta mention that.
And he didn't even do anything like that to be considered lustful.
Yeah, he literally...
He had one night stand.
Yeah. At the beginning. And obviously then they became lovers afterwards, but even then it was just he doesn't have a heart,
Yeah.
He's just with one girl.
Yeah, I think it's funny, but... It's basically, so the novel, guys, is him restoring himself, and it is kind of, it's not yet, it's sort of kind of an ascension novel already, but it will become an ascension novel.
Oh, 100%.
So, you want to talk about, where they start to where they go?
Yeah, so after he reincarnates, so he goes to the sect that sword cultivator's from, which is the Azure Spirit sect.
Yes.
And he, signs up. He goes under his same name.
Yep.
Because he didn't care. He was just they think they killed me, so even if I go with the same name, they're just be oh, it's probably just another Yin Zhao.
Yeah.
He goes there. He stomps the competition. But this novel, they're really going hard in, humanity sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone is or not everyone, a large part of humanity is for their own benefits. Cultivators have lost their way.
Yeah.
They don't care about protecting, the common people. They only care about protecting themselves.
And because a big part of that is that there's humans and there's demons in this world, and the humans and demons are very opposite in that the cultivators, the sword cultivators, there's only sword cultivators in this world at the moment, and the way they get stronger, they have this thing called sword aura, and it can
increase their soul.
Yeah, it can increase the layers of sword aura by absorbing demons.
Yeah.
And so obviously you would think they'd kill demons to get stronger, but in this time right now they made a pact with the demons, which is a non-aggression pact, which basically means we won't go on an all-out war. But the demons still infiltrate and kill humans all the time, and the cultivators let it slide as long as it's not an all-out war that affects them.
Yeah, they'll do small skirmishes every now and then.
Yeah.
They stopped. They didn't want to die. They just couldn't stop their mission.
Yeah.
And so when he got there, people were the scheming whatever type, and the guy that killed him apparently is a top guy. He's very schemy as well, and he was originally a second-rate swordsman in the sect.
Yeah.
Because before they had the legendary 7.
Yeah, the legendary 7.
Yeah, that they said he felt suffocated from all angles. I'm not. Every time I They did a good job describing them and hyping them up.
They really did.
Because every time they hyped him up, I was like, damn, like they did that man's mental dirty.
Yeah, they really did.
He must have been like huffing and puffing trying to keep up with them.
I can't keep up with them.
Yeah, and but basically he lured him into a trap by saying like they were getting ambushed or something.
Yeah.
And so obviously, the Azure Spirit Sect is comprised of 7 sword like mini sects. So they're like their sword alliance. So they're not an official like one big giant family.
Yeah.
So they've always been like
8 different families.
Yeah. It's like it's like kind of hostile. Yeah. And so the Sword Pavilion, that was originally the strongest sect with the legendary 7. He lured them into a trap, and they fought one of it was a demon emperor.
It wasn't. I think it wasn't a demon emperor. It was just swarms of demons.
Yeah, swarms of demons. But one of there's like a pile of demon, right?
They just got swarmed by demons.
They had a leader. I thought she was
a Moon Fairy.
Yeah.
Moon Fairy.
Oh yeah,
But Moon Fairy, no, she just led the attack, but she didn't actually attack them at all.
You said he, and you said she. Right?
Sorry, he didn't. So basically, how demons can work in this one is that when they're not when they haven't cultivated yet, and they're just kind of so when they're not cultivated, they can be killed by like mortal men. They're like the same strength as like a mortal guy. They can be commanded by stronger demons, and these demons they have no fear. So these 8 people, the Magic 7 or the Super 7, what they call them?
You call them like Legendary 7.
The Legendary 7 and the Seg Master were just ambushed by 100,000 demons.
Yeah.
And while cultivators are powerful, they're not almighty. So they got tired out, and then Moon Fairy just came in and one shot them.
Yep. So he killed 7 of them, and then the sect leader, he barely escaped with his life. And he's his soul is just clinging on, pretty much. And
I would say in this novel, guys, time is important, alright? Because up to chapter 210, only 16 or 17, maybe tops 20 days has passed. I don't think it's 20 days. I think it's 18 days has passed since the beginning of the novel. Well, actually not. It's 3 months and 16 days. So what happens is his journey from the Mortal Empire to the sect takes 3 months. But once he gets there, which is chapter 6, from chapter 6 to chapter 210 has been 16 days. And he's done a lot. I'm not gonna say what he did, I was about to say, but he's he's done a lot. A crazy amount. It's not just limited to one sect. He's gone above and beyond and they very clearly say how many days it's been. It's this is the morning, this is the afternoon, this is the night, this is the next day.
Yeah.
So because so many things happen in each part of the day.
You think 4 months went by.
Yeah.
So it's nope, not even 4 weeks.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. But I'll say this, if you
face slapping.
Face slapping, you get good revenge in this novel.
Yeah, you do get good revenge.
The main character is ruthless. And he's not hesitant.
At all.
And it's definitely nice, because, when he bites back his enemies, he bites back hard.
He's the perfect saying of, repay kindness 100-fold, or no, 10-fold, repay enmity 100-fold.
Yeah.
So if you slay him at all, he'll decimate your family. He doesn't care. He does not care.
They don't just slay him though. They go full on.
Oh yeah.
They go crazy. Honestly, his enemies are crazy.
Some of them they just didn't even make sense.
Yeah.
I was come on, everybody's against this man.
Yeah, they're insane.
It's him against the world.
It is. It only changed later, when they finally left the Sea of Swords.
Yeah.
It's called the Sea of Swords?
Yeah, Sea of Swords.
That's when it only kind of changed.
Yeah. And so I will say, I like the cultivation system in this novel. I think
it's really cool.
It's
definitely unique.
Yeah.
I would have never thought. So basically, he explained the sword layers, but they said that at the higher level, you also get sword rings.
Yes.
Which I thought was cool too. Basically, you take the demon core, and you turn it into a ring, and you hook it onto your sword.
and it gives you the power of the demon that you slayed.
Yeah, so I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And basically, that's why there's also like an almighty hatred between sword cultivators and demon
Yeah,
cultivators.
demons are like, you have my son on your sword.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that back.
Yeah. So,
And the sword cultivator is like, I'm gonna put you on the ring.
yeah. You can join them.
Yeah.
So
So that's why there's a big, obviously, oppression, and it's actually interesting because at the beginning of the novel, do you think I should spoil that or no? About sword cultivators?
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the novel, you think that sword cultivators are the only cultivators because that's all you see in this world. But he goes to a different world, kind of, and in that world, there's not only sword cultivators. And then that's where you see that, like, oh, like, demons don't hate everybody. They just hate sword cultivators because they're, like, refining our bodies. And so you see why they're mad at each other. And it's just, like, that's, like, a big part of the second arc, or the second book. And I think that's where the novel really picked up. I'd say, personally, it was really hard for me to read the novel until about chapter 75. So I think, yeah, the first 75 chapters were really tough. I'd say the first 70-ish. But after that, it got better and better and better and better, and now, like, I can't wait to read it. So, yeah, I don't know about. I want to ask how you feel about the fights.
The fights, they could be better.
Okay, thank you.
I think the best fight though was, right before they left the Sea of Swords.
I agree. I don't like the fights at all. I'll be honest. So I just think that since he's stomping so hard, there's not really a lot of like descriptions. It's more like him, like he sends his sword out and he just decimates hundreds of people.
Oh yeah, because you have to understand, since the sword, it uses your soul.
Yeah.
And since he's the creator Immortal,
Yep.
he has the strongest soul in existence. So when he fights other cultivators' swords, they can't hold up. So they shatter.
Yeah.
For the most part, most of them. The stronger people,
like
with higher cultivation, they can withstand it. But like anyone else, like they just shatter.
And so what they resort to is huge group battles, like tens of thousands versus one.
And then he just smacks them.
But like the descriptions are so like, it's kind of like what it looks like is in my head is they're all just standing there and he's just slicing them.
It's kind of I kind of thought of it as, Madara Uchiha slapping the Shinobi Alliance, but like kind of like they're just like standing there.
The thing is, I feel like that's the part, right? If it was like the Madara Uchiha like going against like all those ninja, I feel like it'd be cooler because you see some back and forth. There's no back and forth. It's just him slaughtering, and like they say, like they try to attack him, but they don't describe how like he's getting away, how he's like weaving in and out.
Yeah.
It's really like decimation.
He sends out sword slashes.
Yeah. And I don't think that's like obviously you can't really say realistic, but like the fights just don't really like give any appeal because it's not like it doesn't even show how he's like evading attacks or anything. It just seems like he's like
standing there and just throwing out sword slashes.
Yeah, and like nobody's doing anything in return to him, and so that's been my biggest thing that I'm waiting for.
The group battles, those are slaughters. It's like the single battles where like there's an actual like fight.
Yeah. Even then, he hasn't really had any that are... Since he's a sword cultivator, the biggest thing about sword cultivators is that they one-shot, one-kill people.
Yeah.
So a lot of the fights are just one-shot, one-kill fights. We haven't had a back-and-forth fight yet at all, which is what I'm waiting for, and I almost don't know if we're going to get. Until, like, the Ancestral Gods, if I'm being absolutely honest.
No, we'll probably get it in this next arc because of how the influence...
I exaggerated it.
I know, but I was just saying, because I think like the next arc, I feel like the demons are just such a big part of the next arc. I feel like there's gonna be some, back and forth.
And that's what I think. That's my biggest thing I'm waiting for in this novel, because the first 70 chapters were tough because he was stomping so easily that it didn't seem fun at all. And then the next chapters after that, I think they were able to widen the cultivation levels enough that they had to put some thought into it, And so that was when it started getting a little better for me. And I think the story has also gotten a lot better throughout the 210 chapters. And I think right now it's like at its peak. and hopefully it continues to get better and better. But I think my biggest gripe is definitely the fighting, because like sometimes like the plot is caring, but like I need some sort of fighting too, you know.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I could probably read this novel and the fighting be like this the rest of the way, and I'll enjoy it, but it won't be a peak novel for me. Like,
yeah, no. I think another thing I was talking about on why the beginning was tough. Stakes. There weren't a lot of stakes.
Yeah.
Stakes were not high. The reason why this next arc is better is because the stakes are high. Because sword cultivators are, they got the shit in the stick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like, okay, you can't be. What are you gonna do now? So I like that a lot better. The thing I like the way he acts.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of like when I was reading this, I was just like, if Long Chen had like attended to this right now, that would be great.
I think if Long Chen didn't have anybody who he has as followers, this would be him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think this would absolutely be him.
Cause he kind of had the coldest line.
Which one?
Yin Zhao.
No, which line?
Oh, it was when I'm trying to remember the scene.
Alright.
I remember the line. I don't know if it was.
Tell me the line. I'll probably tell you the scene.
It was when he said. It's when he said, "Shh, my bad guys don't get any lines." When they were trying to. I just don't remember when.
Oh, I don't remember that line.
You don't remember that? It was like at the end of one of the chapters where he was like, I don't know if it was when he was going to the Forbidden Tower, or if it was something else.
I think it was when he was in the Sword Sea, in the Azure Kite Sea, and he was like absorbing stuff. No.
No. It was like the big. I'm pretty sure it had to happen. It had to be the Forbidden Tower because if it was like a big stakes kind of thing.
Oh, was it right after the two sword masters and he fought the Yi Ju?
No, because it felt like he was talking to a lot of people.
I don't know though.
And I think it had to be like the Forbidden Tower.
Oh, you know where it could be? When in the Sea of Swords, when everybody was underestimating him, and then he went on a slaughterfest to be like, now you guys know who I am.
I don't think it happened there, but that was actually pretty.
That was really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. So while he's figuring that out, I'm gonna just say, guys, there's some really good parts about the novel. Him, the revenge arcs, him, which is basically most of the novel. Him like just decimating people. His way of words, like he's really smart and like he's witty. So I think it's really cool. Him not taking any slights, all of that. I think even some of his relationships, like none of the relationships are really important, but like I think they're cool to have. Yeah, except one, but I think they're still cool in how he does it. You can tell they're side characters because of who he is.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna hit the peak. You know, he will reach the apex. But but like, so you know everybody else will not like keep up with him, but they still seem important while they're there. So I think that's good.
Yeah, I can't remember the scene.
Yeah, the cultivation is cool. I think the way they set up the fights is really cool. I just like honestly, I think my biggest thing at the beginning was the story and the fighting. I feel like the story really picked up, and so now it's really just the fighting, and I can see that like kind of improving. The further we get, the better it's getting.
I would hope so, because I think that would definitely get boring after a while.
Yeah.
So I need more pressure on him.
Yeah. I feel like that's a big thing. I feel like they've done better and better with the pressure on him through each arc. The pressure on him has escalated. I think it's just at the end of the day he's just been wrecking people.
He's too OP.
Even though the pressure's still there, like he has been wrecking people, and I will say that. So like it's like weird because you would think if he's stomping everybody, there wouldn't be really any pressure, but the author does it in a way. I think he does it with the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like everything happens so quickly that he's on like a time crunch.
Yeah, it's like he's stomping on people so fast. But it's like, it's not fast enough. I'm just like, he can't go any faster.
Yeah.
It's like, he'll be the Flash at this point.
Yeah, for real. Like, they're literally saying, like, 3 days he overturned the world. And it's, what? And then you realize it has been 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, this novel is a type of novel.
It's fast.
if it was an anime, they should have like a clock at the top right and be like 2 hours and 47 minutes have passed so far. Because then you would feel the effect of how quickly he is going through this world. Like, it's just absolutely insane. And like, I cannot say this enough. Besides the first 3 months of him traveling, basically the next 200-ish chapters are like 17 days.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
And like, within the next 2 days, he's probably going to ascend to another world. In my opinion. Well, how about you?
I don't know. I think it's gonna slow down a little bit. I feel like it would be like a month.
I think it slows down after he ascends again.
After?
Because I think maybe not 2 days, because there is like some stuff going on, like another factor that's getting thrown in right where we left off. But like, I can't see more than 3 days.
Yeah.
I can't see more than 3 days. Maybe not more than 2 days. No, let's say 3 days, because the unknown factor is very unknown right now. But I really like the novel. I just need to say the fights need to get better, guys. So it's a slow start, but it gets way better. But the fights, you're not seeing no like back and forth, no really techniques either.
Oh yeah, well, you do see some sort of techniques.
No.
You kind of not. Well, you see.
He says the name, bro. That's it.
That's true. Okay,
it's like,
that's what I was
what's
saying.
the difference between Azure, Sparrow, and Lightning Dragon? The name, because the descriptions are the same, bro.
Yeah, they try to do it the 10-step.
Yeah, the 10-step was the only one I could picture.
Yeah,
but like, that's literally an example, guys. At the beginning, he gets an ability called the Azure Sparrow, and that one it's just him like throwing his sword out like cooler, I guess. And then later he gets the upgraded version called the Lightning Dragon. There's no difference in the description, bro. So like, it's really just the name. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the fighting, like, not just like a little part of the fight, like everything about the fighting.
It's a big part.
Yeah,
it's a big part.
And I think the story is like really caring right now. But the more chapters you get into it, the more that's gonna be like, it can't carry by itself for forever.
Yeah.
So like, if it never gets fixed, like, I could see that being a reason why like I stopped wanting to read the novel. So I hope that gets fixed, but I can't tell you that it does yet.
Also, obviously we talked about this earlier, like the whole humanity sucks kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's obviously going to be a big part of the novel.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think a lot of that's probably going to stem back from the 6 ancestral gods, and how the world is different than probably what like the creator Immortal had intended.
Yeah.
So I think like, and now that he's not emotionless, it'll be interesting to see like what he decides for the future.
Yeah.
Because he's clearly like, he wants to do whatever he wants, but he has a bottom line.
100%.
And I think restoring like the balance to like his universe, I feel like that's gonna be a big thing. So I feel like we're gonna see a lot of trashy humans, but then there's gonna be that slight good humans, and he uses that to like bring him back.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to like, I think it's chapter like 211. I think I might have read it. I got that.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah, I know you read it.
I think I read up to chapter 212. I read the 2 chapters more. I didn't read 213 because the chapter was really spicy, and I was like, if I read that one, I'm reading the next 50. So I didn't read it, but I read 212 chapters, and I will say they throw in a curveball that makes it seem that like he won't always be human, like pro-human only. Like, he's really like, he'll start seeing other races' point of views.
Okay. From context clues, I can guess it clearly has something to do with the demons. Yeah. The Moon Fairy. Because actually, at the end of 210, the Moon Fairy was clearly, it. Like, his story doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
It feels genuine.
Yeah. So I think that is something interesting. Like I'm saying, guys, the story, it gets just better and better and better. And we've already seen like the farther out powers that be. So the world's gonna like get used, which I'm excited about.
Honestly, I hope he has like 4 other clones like walking each path.
Yeah, me too.
And it's like it just becomes like the 6th story. Like no,
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really cool.
It's hard for me to rate this novel because I wanna like. I feel like if it's off potential, I'd give it one thing, but if it's off what I see right now, I could give it like such a lower rating.
I can see that.
Because it's like, I can't tell, like, I'm gonna be honest, like I said earlier, guys, the fighting doesn't get better, give it 200 chapters and I might drop the novel. But, like, at the same time, if it does get better, there's gonna be, like, a split in the heavens.
Yeah, it could be.
You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, I want to give it, like, a 6, but I also want to give it an 8. So I feel like I have to give it a 7.
Yeah, just to be like,
yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. But if I had to go off predictions,
I think it could be an 8.
I think if I'm predicting, I'll give it an 8 off predictions. Because I believe in the author, and it seems like he's slowly getting there. He's taking a little while at it, but he's slowly getting there. So I get. How about you? What would you say?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I'm very satisfied by the revenge.
I am too.
I like it because it's ruthless, but it's quick and ruthless.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not waiting forever for him to be like, I'll wait until the battle's over and then I'll get him. It's like they're messing with you right now, man. You should like take action.
Yeah.
It's just like I'll take action when the battle's over. It's like he's not waiting. He's like, oh, they don't want to wait. I'm not waiting either. I like this one because I hate it when some characters are just like, just wait. We'll get them. We're gonna get them. I'm just like, bro, get them now.
Especially when they start taunting things in your face that are like ridiculous.
Yeah, you're just like, I got self-control. I'm just like,
yeah,
self-control?
No.
Bro, who are you showing out for with your self-control?
Yeah.
Hit it, punch it in the face. Give sucker punch him. Sneak him, bro. You don't need self-control.
Yeah, honestly, that's one thing I really like about him. Like, he's just like...
He's not messing around.
When you said that, over for you.
Yeah.
And then your family comes to back you up, over for your family.
Yeah, honestly, there's a couple plot twists. The Sea of Swords, there was a huge plot twist.
Huge.
I didn't expect it at all.
Me either. Not one bit.
I was just like, this is, I'm
new, refreshing.
Yeah, and then at the end you're just like, what?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Honestly, I was just like, when his little minion revealed it, I was like, I second guessed myself.
Still didn't even catch it, bro.
What?
When he said that, I was like, no, it must just be something inside.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
it can't really be that.
I was like, no.
I would have died to that guy.
I was just like, no, you're wrong. This is a mistake.
Yeah.
But then you hear the Yanjao, he does the evil smile, and I was like,
no.
I was like, okay,
yeah.
I have to accept it now. Yeah. Everyone's trash.
And it's really fun, guys, because at the beginning, he basically in the first arc, in the Azure Spirit sect, and then in the Sea of Swords, which is the next arc, you see something that happens in both things that makes you see maybe everybody's trash, but there'll be 1 or 2 people that might really be there for me. And then they kind of do a twist in that. And so it makes it really, really cool. And it's just
I didn't see it cover, bro.
Not at all.
No, I was just like...
Mm-hmm.
I was fooled, bro. I was like, damn, I get eaten up in this world.
I would have made it.
I would have made it. Yeah. They would have got my ass.
Yeah, 100%. Unless I had a Blue Star and... What's his name? Blue Star and Red Planet?
Yeah.
Blue Star and Red Planet. That's the 2 minions that are actually in one body.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're
funny.
Blue Star I like it a lot.
Bro. They're clutch.
Red Star though, sometimes I want to strangle him.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Because he wants breast milk all the time.
Yeah. And you know what's an interesting fact? I don't know if you've been reading the Oh, what other thing? The translator. I think he's really funny. He leaves.
Oh, his comment.
Yeah.
His thoughts at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, they're funny.
They add to the novel.
Yeah.
And as he's in Wishful World. I don't know if you can read this anywhere, but in Wishful World, if you read it on that app, he at the end of every chapter, sometimes he'll even write out like things about the chapter, and he'll be like, "Nah, this is stupid." Or like the way usually when you switch scenes, it's like ... and then you go to the next one. Instead of him, he has like a coffin. What is it? A coffin, and then a skull, and then a coffin.
Oh yeah.
And I just think it's so funny. The first time you see it is when your main character dies. So we were like, "What? He's actually dead." And then he just keeps using. I don't know. He's funny. I like him.
Me too.
And he's a great translator. And one thing the reason I mentioned all that is that he did say in a comment that Red Planet actually just talks like a baby all the time, but he changed it to it just wanting like breast milk.
Oh really?
And he said this. I think he said at the end of book 1. He was like, that was my biggest pet peeve of this novel, and I changed it for you guys because I didn't want you to go through the suffering.
Really?
So the Red Planet would just be like, goo goo gaga, like just talking like a baby all the time.
What?
And he changed it
to those funny lines?
Yeah, to the funny lines.
Oh my, he's a genius.
He is a genius. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a genius, because that sounds horrifying.
Man, bro, when I saw it, I was like, no way, I couldn't read that.
No, I would have blocked it out of my mind.
Yeah. And when I saw that, I was like, this guy, whatever rating we got, you gotta give at least 1 point to the translator.
Oh yeah.
Because he gave some points to the novel. If I had to read Baby Talk, he doesn't talk extensively, but he has a couple lines like maybe every other chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been horrible. It would have actually irked my soul. So I'm happy he made that change. Thank you.
I don't know that.
Thank you.
Salute to you, translator.
Yeah, for real. He's funny. I like it. I can't wait to keep reading it. So we have to make a decision. We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh, for how many chapters you want to do for it?
No, are we? Is this we're not gonna read until next time we want to talk about it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
All right, no, but we should.
I feel like just because it only has 400 chapters.
Yeah.
But I looked at because I want to see if it was close to the Raws or not.
Yeah.
And the Raws are at 900 something.
That's good.
So there's a lot of chapters to be translated.
I don't know the translating rate because obviously we're not caught up, so I have no idea.
I have no idea either. But I feel like that's a good, we keep it on the back burner for a bit.
Yeah.
Let it really build up. Then we go ham.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
Well, yeah, it seems like 2 chapters a day they're releasing.
Okay. That's not a bad speed.
Yeah. So, maybe once we finish out everything else,
yeah, because
we'll
honestly,
come back here.
We're going to go, because our chapters don't go by too fast for some of these novels.
Yeah.
And also, we've been talking about it. We've mentioned this before. Keyboard Immortal. You're on the
chopping block.
Yes, I was trying to figure out the word. You're on the chopping block, buddy.
Yeah.
We're about to relegate you to nothingness.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a novel that we check on every now and then because we've already invested so much time in you. Yeah. But we're not mentioning you back up here.
Yeah, we might do a little 10 minutes announcements to be still trash guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. We'll keep up with it.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about another novel. We'll start the episode being yeah, guys, Keyboard Immortal update. There is no update. It's not
but hey, guys, we're not officially calling it garbage. Because it's not garbage entirely.
No,
it's a good novel, but...
it failed to finish.
Yeah, and...
So, it's failing to finish.
Yeah.
It hasn't failed yet. We're giving it one more shot.
And it could all of a sudden pull out another 1,000 chapters out of itself. But I feel like that'd be the wrong way to go. But they already initiated it, so they have to. I feel they have to go that path.
Yeah, they have to.
So he just has to salvage it somehow, the author.
Yeah. And
I don't know if he can.
It's too crazy. First of all, harm. He has to stop.
He has to kill half of them. I'm not gonna lie.
He's not gonna do that because.
But he should. He should.
I mean, I don't hate any of them.
I think he either has to kill like not even half of them because he has like 15 or 16 women. He has to kill like 10 of them, or he has to become an almighty being in their world that it is okay for him to hang out with them. Because a lot of the chapters are him like bouncing around the women secretly. Like once they're all known to each other.
Oh my! Actually, that takes up way too many chapters.
Yeah, once they're all known to each other and they're cool with it, maybe a little jealousy, like a little side eye something, but like not like whole chapters dedicated to him like sneaking around them and doing all
Yeah,
that.
like the jealousy should just be like how it is between Chu Chuyan, Pei Maman, and Q Hong.
Yeah, exactly. Then
the big
like,
three.
Yeah,
the original, the OG three.
Honestly, kill the rest. I'm just kidding. You shouldn't do that, but like I wouldn't be mad.
You know, it all went downhill when they put Stone Cold Woman and
yeah, I agree.
And the Devil Sick Master in. You know what?
That was too far.
A one night stand between those two, I would have been like, okay, whatever. But actually throwing them in, shouldn't have been there.
And they even talked about it throughout the novel, like how much of a bad decision that was. Multiple times. They probably said it more than 15 times.
Oh yeah, every time. But we're just like, you know, the forbidden fruit. I'm like, man, it's not forbidden. There's too much fruit in this basket, bro. You can't fit it all.
And I'm not gonna lie, Zoan is just trash for what he does. Because a lot of times he's like, he just does not care about like the relationships these people have with others. And I gotta say, he's dirty for that.
He is dirty.
He's dirty and wrong for that.
Bro, honestly, like, out of all the older women that he should have added, to be honest, the queen was the only one that was, like, technically, like, okay, I see that. Because,
me too.
Because fuck the emperor.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
That was the only one that made sense.
100%.
And it made more sense when I thought he was going to become the emperor and the novel was going to end and he was going to rule all this shit. Yeah. So I was like, oh, then the demon emperors, because to unite the two. So I thought those two were the only ones. Yu Yanlo, that was kind of forced.
Yeah.
It was nice, but it didn't need to happen.
I think the only reason it happened is because she was seen.
They hyped her up
as the most beautiful woman, and as the most beautiful woman, she has to be conquered.
Yeah, and they hyped her up, bro. They hyped her up too much.
They did, and then I think the Stone Cold Woman and the other one were just like it broke the camel's back, bro. Like you have no morality to your already wives. Like, you're just a horrible person.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like, imagine, guys, you have a girlfriend and you mess with their mom. Like, you mess with your girlfriend's mom.
Yeah, because in Cultivation World, like, teacher-master is stronger than blood relationships.
So it's like, that's just ridiculous.
You mess with both their moms.
Both their moms, bro.
You mess with, it's because it's funny, because it's like, you mess with both of them, and then their moms, and you're just like, damn, he's crazy.
And then add on to that both of the moms are like, what is it? They're like, they're opponents, but like also
they're enemies. They're frenemies.
They're like frenemies, but they're like arch enemies. That's what I was looking for. They're like arch enemies, so they hate each other. But he is the only reason they've gotten closer, which is crazy, bro. Like I understand the power of the penis, but like his is absurd. Like it's probably like it's way too much of the novel at this point. It's way too much of the novel.
Too smutty.
Too muddy.
And it's just like...
We gotta clear up the waters. The war priest should have done a better job.
Yeah. And now everyone's home. What's her face? The...
Little Meta Girl?
Huh?
Talking about Little Meta Girl who's gonna join the army soon?
Yeah.
I forget her name, but...
G
Zhao.
It's like G... Genty or Denty or something like that. But yeah, that's
a list.
Yeah, honestly, how many people is it?
It's like 16.
16.
I can't do them all off the top of my head, but I know I counted them one time and it was over 12.
Bro, like I thought 5 was gonna be the limit.
Like I can try right now. Look, Chu Chuyan, Pei Man Man, Q Hong Lee, Stone Cold Woman, and then the other one, the
Devil Sick Woman.
Devil Sick Woman. Then we have, that's 5. Then we have Yu Yanlo, 6. We have the Demon Girl, 7. We have...
Demon Girl? Oh, Yu Yanlo's like... Or the girl
that he cucked.
Yeah.
From the king.
Yeah.
The second Empress.
Yep.
The regular Empress. Bi Long Long, or Bai Long Long.
Yeah, princess.
That princess. And then... Oh, Zhang Dan.
Did you say Yu Yanlo?
Yeah,
Okay.
Zhang Dan. His baby mama, Song Kyung, I think her name is. That's 12.
Song Kyung.
This is baby mama.
Oh, yes.
You see how you forgot about her? Yeah. Baby mama with a kid. It's crazy. I know.
Sang, not song. That's what you threw me.
No, Zhang is the other girl.
No, but his song.
And his song is a baby mama.
Yeah.
But they're really close.
Yeah.
And that's already 12. I know two more off the top of my head. We have the Runes girl from the
Shai Doyen.
Yeah, and then the girl we were just talking about, the medic girl.
Oh, she did too.
That's 14. Off the top of my head, I got 14. And I'm probably missing some.
I'm trying to think, is there any...
15 is probably that girl.
The main girl.
The main girl from the clan he just decimated.
Yeah.
That's 15.
There's another one. I feel like there has to be. We forgot
Who?
the... I don't know.
Who?
Where did we leave off in?
Mermaid girl.
Oh yeah, she hasn't joined yet,
But she will.
She will.
16. The fox lady.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in there.
17. Wow, this was ridiculous.
Oh,
the other demon girl.
who's the demon girl?
The other from the demon clan.
Peak.
No, the peacock girl too actually.
She will join.
So that's 18. But I'm talking about the demon girl. So
the elf girl.
Oh, Snow. 19.
Oh, you weren't even thinking of Snow.
I didn't even think of Snow. And I'm from the demon girl. I'm talking about from the girl from the demon clan. She's like the princess of the demon clan.
Oh,
I think she joins. How about you?
Yeah, that's possible.
So let's say 19 confirmed. 18 though. 18 of those are confirmed. She's the 19.
Well, what about that other girl?
Who?
Actually, it's the seal. You know how they left the world?
Left the world?
The other world.
Which other world?
The world they were in.
Oh, I'm confused right now.
You know how they went into the book?
Yeah.
And they came out?
Yeah.
The sealed girl? The seal girl?
I'm lost. I don't remember.
You know how they had to seal the prison, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Her. She was the seal, remember?
Nah, I forgot.
What?
I'm lost right now.
I forget her name, but remember it was the ghost girl.
You talking about the master, Muli? Because we forgot her. She's added 20.
No, the ghost girl in.
Oh, but she's dead, isn't she?
You think she's gonna be dead forever? No, she's not dead. She's sealed. They put her in a coffin.
You're talking about that girl? Oh, and she splits into two.
Yeah, so that's two. Because they're two different girls.
So he's at 22 right now.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I'm not saying cut 10. Cut 20. Alright? Cut 20 of
No, 19. We can't cut out the big three.
Okay, kill my. I can't believe we just hit 22 women. And you know who we're missing? The girl from the merchant group. 2 something.
Oh my god, we did miss her.
23.
We did miss her. What's her face from the envoy, the silver token girl with the long legs?
You think she's gonna get added?
Bro, did you not see that whole arc with her?
I thought he was like kind of deflecting her.
Bro, he was deflecting the main girl, and he ended up hitting her twice.
Alright, 24.
You know, they keep saying her long legs, bro.
That's true, 24.
And then the last potential one is the principal.
25! We rounded it up to 25. That is crazy.
So we have like 18 confirmed, 7 on the potential list, which is all insane.
He needs to kill 20 of them. Or not him, but the author. This is crazy.
Or he needs to like break some of these off.
But he won't. He won't.
Yeah, he might even add.
Yeah, he keeps going.
We're gonna have 100, but end of the dog. He's gonna be Genghis Khan.
This man's ridiculous. And all of them are world-shaking beauties, bro. He's wrong for that.
He's wrong for that.
Alright, guys. That's episode 61.
61, you know. chopping block.
Chopping block, but we're not doing it yet. Not doing it
Yeah,
yet.
we have a couple. We have others.
That's actually a perfect title for that episode.
It will be if it's trash. I said you do not survive the chopping block.
I like that, but we did Mortal Ages today, and next week we are doing
Absolute Resonance.
Absolute Resonance.
You know what? Absolute Resonance. You're not on the chopping block.
You're close.
We're about to put you on
You're
it.
close. You know what the worst part of it is that Beyond Timescape is moving so fast, but we can't do like 50 chapters in one review because there's so much that happens. So it's like it's almost like we're trying to do. I feel like everything is sometimes a filler for Beyond Timescape, because right now Beyond Timescape is already like 60 chapters we haven't read. It's like, oh my god.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, and it's gonna be crazier because we still have other novels we need to read.
Let's see, Beyond the Timescape has 52 chapters we haven't read, but it's technically at 609, so we can read it right now if we wanted to.
That's great. We're not going to.
Yeah. Oh, side note, Immortal, A Record of Immortal's Journey to Immortality, Immortal Realm. Finally getting the love it deserves. It used to be at like 80% like, it's at 98 now.
What?
Yeah, bro.
How did it jump up like
It
that?
jumped, bro.
No way.
I was like, yeah.
It got to come up.
Let me see if I can. It's still not on the top 12, but in like popular or whatever, like when you search it, let me see. Just so, it's at 95 right now, and so the original's at 82%. The sequel's at 95.
How did that come up? That's crazy.
I think honestly, the thing that probably like people like it more than the original is that like it's a little more fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's more stakes involved. Because like in the first novel, the reason you don't like it really is there's not really any stakes.
Yeah.
And there's not really any stakes throughout the whole novel. It's kind of hit this man.
It's just like his journey. It's his journey.
Yeah, it's in the title. You know, it's a mortal's journey to immortality. Yeah. So it's just his journey. But now it's like, it's more like there's a lot of things in the mind, and like there's like actually an ultimate villain in this one.
Oh, I think that'll definitely pique people's interest.
Yeah.
Especially since like. It's not like from the beginning, it's like, oh, he's already strong and now he's just fighting.
Yeah.
He's like an established guy fighting.
Yeah, exactly. So it is really cool. I haven't read it in a bit because it just hit like 600 plus. So I actually stopped right at 600. It was a perfect time. So, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we went on a couple tangents today.
We had to.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
how it be, you know? You gotta let the audience know. Sometimes there's some frustration.
For 100%. But not this one, because the world has seen my prayers. Thank you guys. If we left any novels there, any reviews, thank you.
They answered it.
Yeah, they answered it.
It's crazy.
But alright guys, hope you have a wonderful week. It's been Adamar.
Biggest gamer.
Peace out.